Okay, it's May 24th, 2024, and I hope everybody's doing okay. I am going to talk about a couple things that's got me, I guess some of it's got me in my feelings, so hopefully I won't stay on my soapbox too long. The first one is, you know how these TI groups, not all of them, like there are some that's been in the community a long time that are really good, but sorry about the noise in the background. It's hot where I'm at, so I'm running a fan. You know how like some of them are really good, but a lot of these newer ones that come up on the scene recently, they are interviewing like almost every single, if not all, of their supposed TIs or have some kind of substance abuse or drinking issue. I'm just going to loop it all into substance abuse, drinking, whatever. All of it, I'm just going to say substance abuse. We're meaning drinking, anything that you abuse, as well as substance, for the sake of the video. So I have nothing against, let me put this out there, I have nothing against people who deal with substance abuse. I know that a lot of things can cause that in your life, and depends on how, it's a lot of things, contribute to why some people use, and are abusers of substance abuse. So I understand that. I understand that. I get that. I have nothing against that. But I'm just talking about in relationship to the TI community. I noticed that most all of their videos that they do, or all of their guests that are supposed TIs, all have substance abuse issues. All of them. Not one of, like, rarely do they, do a video with anybody that does not. Which is, not characteristically true in the community. I think for the most part, most TIs do not have any issue with substance abuse, but they portray us all to have this issue. And I'm sorry, but this is my personal opinion, that if somebody starts out saying, and they all normally do start out saying, because I know what you're going to say, well, this TI situation can't cause it. Well, yes, that's true, and I understand that and get that. But the thing about it is they all start out on the podcast saying, well, I started out as a drug abuser back in this year, X year, and then I became a TI. No, it don't work like that. No, I don't care what you say, it does not work like that. No, because, if this is, like you guys are all saying, an experiment, some kind of like medical or whatever experiment, they're not going to take a substance abuser and then make them a TI, because that would defeat the purpose. They can't get true readings they can't gauge that. There's no way to gauge that if you're on substance abuser, So, no, I think that's more ops. I think, here's my question. Why aren't they interviewing people? And, I have seen a few, but very few. Why aren't they, like these channels, interviewing people instead of saying, glorifying that they have some kind of substance? Why aren't they saying, okay, we're going to interview a TI that's never drank, smoked, or used any substance, don't have any mental health issues, and, they're having these issues. There's no, that's what they need to be interviewing. Because let's face it, if you interview, every interview you have is some type of person with substance, that don't put us in a good light. We struggle with people like the general public trying to understand this. So why would you do that? That makes it worse. I have nothing against substance abuse, people that are struggling with that. I have nothing against that. But there are channels for just that. I mean, they should go to those channels and talk about it. You know, there's channels that just deal with substance abuse. You know, we're trying to help the community, not be an ops to the community. That makes absolutely no sense. Why aren't we seeing on these podcasts? We got this TI here that's never had any mental health issues, that's never had any substance abuse issues, and they are currently not drinking or smoking. Why aren't they doing that? Because there's lots of us. Lots and lots of us. But anyways, what do you think? That's my opinion. Anyways, and the second thing I want to talk about is, how they trigger us on things like colors, cars. I'm just going to put this out there. Not all gamers. I'm a gamer. You know what I mean? I play games. It's good for your mental awareness. I'm an older person. I don't play with kids. I play with people my age. Usually only play one certain game or two certain games. Not all gamers are perps. Let me straighten that out right now. That would be like me saying all tarot card readers are with the cult and don't believe in God. Not all tarot card readers are witches or warlocks and are with a cult. Not all of them are, even though the Bible talks about that. Not all of them are. Not all tarot readers are, non-believing in God. A lot of tarot readers believe in God, and they're not occultic, and they're not witches. But you can't group people together just because they choose a certain thing. They have a certain hobby. That's my point. I'm a gamer. I am a TI, straight up TI, living through this horrific hell. You know what I mean? Not all gamers are perps. I'm so tired of the podcast and people saying that, because that's not true. Just like not all tarot card readers are, a witch or a member of the occult. It's the same thing. Just like not all red cars are perps. Not all one light headlights are perps. They're triggers. All of those are triggers. All of those things are triggers. And it's hard for us to distinguish sometimes. But yeah, I'm just putting that out there. Other than that, it's the same thing for me. Like I said, they do these things in cycles, and it depends. Every year they have a cycle for whatever they're going to do to you, and they do the same things over and over. It never changes. I've been in the program over 20 years. I hope that you all have a great day. Let me know what you think. Hit that thumbs up. Peace and love.